When they lie about you at length, like they did for me, especially in mainstream news, when they tell you so many lies that people's sisters randomly hate you for no reason, then I guess that can be a detriment. That can be a problem to deal with. But I understood that the truth will soon come out and people will soon realize that I'm actually a nice guy. And their attempt to destroy me has backfired now, and it's just destroyed their own credibility in the eyes of many people. So I think it's been pretty good in terms of damaging the mainstream media machine. All in all, I'm happy. For me, it was just a matter of making sure that we managed to fall out effectively, which we did, flip it on its head, which we did, become more successful in spite of it, which we've done. And there's always work to do. And as long as there's work to do, there's no time to sit around and mope. You just have to get up and fight. So I truly believe that people still run the world because we decide how much we tolerate.
Yeah.
And we're unfortunately too tolerant of too much garbage, but we still do have control over the world. On an individual level, I can tell people how to escape the matrix, but on a societal level, it's far more complicated because the unfortunate reality is not everybody can escape. Yeah. You need some people to believe in the system completely, because if everybody didn't believe in the system, then society would break down. Nobody would want to do some bullshit job, right? Yeah. It would all be gone. But as a whole, people certainly need to learn to reject the slave mind and reject the information that is told to them from the news, understand that's all a lie. People need to stand up for the obvious injustices they see. They need to state in clear language that Balenciaga are pedophiles, for example. That's very important for humanity, for it's clear. It's important that they control your speech because you're not going to think what you don't say. And this is how they control what people think, by controlling what people say in the first place. So that's very important. But on an individual level and on a societal level, they're different things. On an individual level, I think it's very important for you to be a sovereign individual, which is hard to do, especially in the modern world, but you need to have finances. It's hard to be free when you're broke. That finance needs to be in places or come from streams which can't be affected or canceled or turned off by the matrix machine. You need to be financially free. You need a strong network. You need good friends. You need to be anti-fragile. You need to be available to travel around the world, many passports. There's a whole bunch of things you can set up as an individual. But for the people watching at home, they just need to sit and understand that the system does not make rules for the good of you. It makes rules for the good of the people who make the rules. And a lot of the life paths and systematic processes that are laid out to the average man at home today is not for their own good. It's only going to lead them to depression and misery. It's for the good of the system. I am certainly worth more than $1 billion. I can tell you why. One, for the things I own, which I'm not going to say here on camera, right? Yeah. Which is a bunch of it. Two, for the companies I have and the amount of money they generate. Once again, I won't say on camera because nobody would believe me even if I told them. But third, what were we saying earlier in this podcast? We were talking about how the most important thing on the planet is power, not money. It's influence. I'm the most influential person on the planet amongst the number one demographic that the Matrix wants control over, which is military-age males. I can talk and people will listen. I'm the most Googled name on the planet. I could take a perfume and sell $1 billion of perfume in a month. If I wanted to sell my soul, which I've never done because I've never sold trash to anybody. I've never sold a crypto pump and dump like everybody else has. I've never sold any shit to nobody. Yeah. All I sell is my university because it's fantastic and I can stick by it and it has 5-star reviews all over Google. So I don't sell shit to anybody, but I could pump a crypto coin to billions of dollars. I could do anything for any brand. And the number of brands who have come to me trying to make me align with them, and I've said no because I don't truly believe in it. I'm the kind of person who can't be bought. You cannot buy my soul. If I don't truly believe, I won't sell it to anybody. I am 100% with the amount of influence I have. And how do you quantify influence from a net worth perspective? How do you take the most Googled man in the world who has the most influence on the planet? How do you put that into dollars? It's difficult. Well, first from atheism, the first thing you have to do is accept that God is real. So I got there by seeing and being exposed to all the evil and degeneracy in the world. There's an equal and opposite force, Newton's third law. Yeah. For everything, there's an equal and opposite reaction. The equal and opposite reaction to pure satany and debauchery and disgusting degeneracy has to be God, which proves that God must exist. I guess I naturally reverted to Christianity because I was raised as a Christian when I was a child and I was living in a Christian country, but I always had a very healthy respect for Islam. Even for many years, I was talking about how much I respect Islam. And then over time, you understand that for you to truly worship and believe in a religion, you have to respect the religion. And I had more respect for Islam than I ever had for Christianity.
You ask anyone that's met you once, oh yeah, I'm Andrew's friend, like he's my guy, you know?
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I have a very small circle, but every single one of my friends has a utility. Like we're all very capable individuals. We're all doing very important things. We all help each other and aid each other in different ways. Yeah. I don't have any friends just to sit around and talk shit and do nothing. Yeah. So I guess in many ways, people would say, oh, well, Andrew, you have family and business partners, but I consider them my friends. We have a very small network of 5, maybe 6 people. And yeah, they're my friends. I'm not the kind of person who can fall victim to some random
Fake
stroking
friends.
my ego, and I'm not a dummy. Like I know a lot of people get rich and they're dummies. That's not me.
You don't
Like,
have yes men around.
I don't have any new friends. I have the same circle I've always had. In fact, it's getting smaller it gets smaller, not bigger. I don't have these random friends I party with. None of this kind of crap.
Well, what would it take to be Andrew Tate's friend?
You'd have to be useful to me because I think every single relationship in the world needs to be a value exchange.
Yeah.
I provide value by default by being me. That's who I am. I'm a capable and competent individual.
Yeah.
If you're going to be my friend, you need to provide some value to my life. Now, a lot of people, when they have friends, the value that's provided by their friend is that their friend makes them laugh or that their friend is funny. Well, I don't need that crap. I'm busy, right? So I need someone who's actually useful to me at real things. So, no, but it's true. And it's not a shallow way to look at it because people say that's shallow. Not at all. I think that in true friendship, in true relationships, whether it's man-woman or man-man or woman-woman, there needs to be an exchange of value. People need to both gain and receive value. And that's how you build true friendships. So you need to become useful to me. And the problem with doing that is that I already have extremely useful people around me. We can already do everything. I don't really need friends. More. I don't need anybody. So when someone comes and goes, hey, I'd love to know you. Why? What do you want to do? Sit around, talk shit? Like what? What do you want to do?
It's more like, hey.
What do you want to do? Like I'm trying to do X, Y, Z. I'm fighting the Matrix. Can you fight the Matrix? Can you fight? Balenciaga are coming. Can you shoot? Like, if they can't do anything, I don't want to hang around with these people.
Now, okay, this is a question I really want to know. How many people on this earth do you trust? And I mean fully and utterly trust with your life?
4.
That's more than I expected.
No, but you know what's actually kind of funny?
What?
There are people you can trust with your life, but you couldn't trust with women.
Okay.
And there's people you could trust with your life that you couldn't trust with money. I'm telling you, this is true. I know guys right now who will go to war with me and die on the street beside me in a knife fight, but I would never lend him 100 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. So when you're saying trust, you mean completely trust in all realms?
Yeah.
That would be about 4. But if I had to raise an army in certain spheres, I might be able to stretch that to 10.
Yeah.
But that's about it. If you're playing the game of chess, you need to make the moves which have the best possible advantage for you and the least possible advantages to your opponent, right?
Yeah.
You have to stop leaving yourself open to be destroyed. And the problem with the Western world is that marriage can destroy you. Marriage can destroy you. It's designed to destroy the man the second it doesn't work out well. So it's not very intelligent to sit and decide in America,
but
I love this woman.
No, not in America.
Sign up.
Let's say now you're here, obviously, you're Muslim now, and you meet Muslim girl, strict family.
Yeah.
And they're like, listen,
I'd happily get married, yeah.
Oh, you would get married?
Yeah, for sure.
No.
This idea, we're going to fix this now on this podcast. We're going to fix the world. Buckle up.
Yeah.
This idea of random headaches is bullshit. It's bullshit. If you have a headache, it's for a reason. I have a headache. Let me just take this pill. What headache? Was your brain falling out? Is your brain rotting? Why do you have a headache for no reason? It doesn't make sense to me. It's stupid. A lot of it's psychological. A lot of it's placebo effect bullshit. And it's an entirely wrong worldview. You can't just go through life medicating yourself for imaginary fucking illness. It's dumb.